What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my Deadlock Replay Analysis series where I analyze my replays until I become an Eternus. And it's 2 days away from Christmas as of recording this, so, you know, Merry Christmas, guys. If you guys want anything for Christmas, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm not going to get you guys anything, aside from more Deadlock videos and Warden carries, but it would be interesting to know about, you know, your deepest and most secluded desires. And, for today's gift, I have a match in which Warden thrives, because there are like 6 enemies on the enemy team that get fucked up by Slowing Hex, which is my new favorite item. I started running the Slowing Hex item recently on Warden, and I used to run it a lot back when I didn't understand how to play as him, but now that I've recently like leveled up in my Deadlock knowledge, using this Slowing Hex item has actually won me so many games, and I've gotten so many angry chatters and angry Deadlockers that keep dying to Slowing Hex, saying that Warden is brain dead, and that he's too good. And you know what, I think it is true when he's using Slowing Hex, because there are certain characters that legitimately just go full on like ape mode once you Slowing Hex them. They just can't run away, like, and they never buy debuff remover either, except for this Mina. If there's one person in this lobby that matched my freak, it was Mina, and she was kind of scary. I don't think she ended up killing me except for this one time at an urn fight, but other than that, everybody was feeling the hex. Everybody was getting binding worded and fucked, and this lane was just non-stop pressure against these people. And since I noticed that Haze and Dynamo were adopting this really like passive playstyle where they were just backed up and trying to dodge our bullets the best that they could, I decided eventually that I was going to like kind of clear wave and do boxes like Doorman did to me in the last video, which for the record, that Doorman didn't deserve as much hate as he got. I was also making a lot of mistakes that game. I was just too tilted to recognize it. It's just a dumb thing that happens to me a lot, that I do a lot, where I get tilted and blame my mistakes on my teammates, even though it's like very much my teammates' fault and not mine. My fault and not my teammates', my bad. See, I even did it just there, subconsciously. So, yeah, here I took the wave and I'm ready to go to shop because it's 3 minutes on the clock, so we've had boxes and little creeps and stuff, so I just want to have enough souls to buy Slowing Hex so that I can really start punishing this Dynamo if he ever tries to dive, even the Haze. Even though Haze doesn't have anything other than smoke screen, like she doesn't have an ability that just teleports her away from the binding word radius, but Slowing Hex still does fuck up Haze quite a bit, I've noticed. So, I've kind of, yeah, I've communicated going to shop with Geist. It seems like she's playing relatively safe, but she's going up to the wave now, so I'm going up with her too. There is an instance in which she dies because I left, but I did communicate it with her, and I tried to, like, let her know, but I don't know, it might have been my fault. So now I have level 1 on Flask and level 1 on Binding Word, giving it an extra immobilization duration. And now that I have my Slowing Hex, as long as I get a Binding Word, they're probably gonna die, and if they don't die, we're gonna be able to get a lot off of the Binding Word. So I get 1 Binding Word on Dynamo soon enough. I missed my predicted Flask there. I saw Dynamo wanted to go for that little static charge, so I did a preemptive double jump. And he did hit all of our creeps with it, so now the wave is not ideal for us. So we just gotta wait for the creeps to come back so we can shoot them down. And I've noticed this game that they're just letting us deal with the waves. As soon as the creep wave spawns, they're all gone. Here's my first Slowing Hex Binding Word on him. Hit my Flask and then do Slowing Hex into Binding Word. And he does, in fact, get clamped, but I can't really follow up on it because the tower is guarding him and so is Haze. So I noticed that the bridge buffs are spawning right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Haze tries to contest, but I do get the gun buff before she does, dealing a little bit of damage to her as she arrives, but I decide I'm kind of low on HP and I have fixation stacks, so I'm just gonna go back to base here and take the long way. I'm still ready to dive on this Dynamo if he is willing to go out of position for me, but yeah, he backs up a bit. He knows that I've got the Slowing Hex online. I don't know if he's gonna go with debuff remover just yet, but if he does, I can't kill him anymore, so I mean, it would be a smart choice. The Mina got debuff remover long before I even fought her, and it's weird because she was up against Viscous and Victor, who don't really apply debuffs, I don't think. I mean, I thought it was just lots of spirit damage. Oh yeah, here, so I dive while they both had their ults, and they use both their ults on me, and it sucks that I died. But, thankfully enough, the Dynamo and Haze were not smart enough to know to take the lead and leave, so they have a lead against us now because they both killed me. But they decide to pressure the tower after getting that lead, so Dynamo just dies. I Slowing Hex him so he can't Quantum Entangle away, and he can't really dash away either, so he's just dead to my ult. Unfortunately, Geist was also dead, and I have no idea where Haze is. But wherever Haze is, she has more souls than me, but less health, for sure. Because she just finished a huge, like, tower dive and trade on Geist, so I have, like, an opportunity to kill her if I can just isolate her. It's a good thing I got that kill on Dynamo, though, because it helped me catch up a little bit with Haze. She's still more souls than me, but not quite. We're ticking Dynamo down. Geist's bombs are doing a lot of damage now. I knew he'd go for that pulse, so I stood on top of that little, like, gazebo-looking thing and dodged it. But they still denied our souls, so Hashtag KMS. I'm gonna go grab Fleetfoot. I want to get more movement speed on top of the sprint boots, and once I have active reload, I'm just an 800 soul damage item away from getting my 4.8k investment, so active reload's gonna be a nice one to have. I've noticed that Haze is running Surge of Power plus active reload at this point in the game. It's kind of interesting. I've wondered about using those items on Warden as well, so might try that for myself one of these days. It's just, I don't know how I feel about spending 3.2k on a spirit item that's not Slowing Hex or Knockdown. And now we're back to just dealing with the wave, and I mean, they're playing so passive and I'm missing all my flasks that I kind of want to go back to farming, especially since the Sinners are up, and they've been up for the past 30 seconds, so I let Geist know that I'm just going to leave again, go in a shop, I'm going to hit the Sinners here, and Geist is starting to die. I maybe should have waited for the wave a little bit longer, but it's okay. I hit that Sinners and get it. Now I'm ready to buy active reload, and I'm also kind of catching up with Haze a little bit. Dynamo goes for a little dive, and it's not wise on his end. There's the Slowing Hex, but I can't really follow up because Haze had her ult, so I had to dodge that. It's a good thing I didn't die for it, though. I almost went for the melee on Dynamo, but I would have gotten parried and killed, so I faked it out, but I probably should have just been positioning myself to land headshots on him. Geist dives and dies without me. I don't know why she did that. That one actually wasn't my fault because I was in the lane and I wasn't farming. I was just dealing with the wave like we needed to just now. I don't know why Geist didn't stay with the wave with me. It's okay though. It's not the end of the world. She did give them more souls, but as long as I continue farming instead of leaving myself exposed, I should be able to make good plays on these guys. And also my ult is about to get a big power spike because I have a bunch of ability points. So so what I decided to do is I grabbed the bridge buff because I'm half HP, but now that doesn't matter because I have 13 HP regen. I'm gonna grab their Sinners because it doesn't seem like Haze or Dynamo are bothering with these right now. So I grabbed that nice and quick for free. It's not contested. And now I'm ready to dive these fuckers, and they actually dive the Geist as soon as they see that she's by herself, so I get a free Binding Ward on Dynamo with Slowing Hex, and Haze can't run away. It's insane. Upgrading my ult was also a good idea there. I'm glad I did that. It was definitely what made the difference in killing them just now, because my ult lasted longer, had more range, and did more damage. And, oh wait, no, it didn't last longer, but it had more damage, it had a lower cooldown, and it had a longer radius by quite a bit. So now that I killed them, I'm ready to rotate over and gank, and it's great that I did because Dynamo also instantly ganked, so I'll figure I'll just kill Bebop, who only has 2 stamina, he's dead. Dynamo ults me, and I survive. Thank God for Page and minion heals. I'm just gonna let them fight it out while I buy Fortitude, now that I somehow have enough souls for that. I just killed 3 people, I guess. Lash did end up getting killed by Viscous, so now it's just Dynamo and Shiv, who Dynamo is now dead. Shiv is out of position. He is also going to die. It was a terrible exchange for them here. I mean, like, just awful. 4 of us were in the green lane, both me and Viscous from the right side of the map rotated over, so everybody on the left side just died. It was an absolute massacre for the enemy team, unfortunately. And now that I've killed them, I'm switching back to farming again, and then after I finish farming, you'll see that this Haze kind of tries to jump me. This Haze sort of played as like an assassin this game, which is cool. That's how I've been trying to play Warden, where I like hide around and then jump people with Slowing Hex and Binding Word. She's been doing that with her Sleep Dagger. I get a free Binding Word because I hit her with the Slowing Hex and Flask. And then Viscous follows up and kills her. Thank you very much, Viscous. But Lash hits me with his ult from a mile away. Viscous, I guess, had his cube on cooldown, and I was not able to survive that, so yeah, unfortunately, Viscous and I die, but we do kill the Haze at least, so she wasn't able to get away with her little sneaky assassination play. I noticed that Mina, for a split second, I just saw that Mina had debuff reducer, and I didn't actually see that while playing the game yet. But so far I haven't had to fight this Mina yet. She's the only person in the lobby I haven't had to fight. But Minas are usually easy to kill if they don't have debuff remover, because they only have 2 stamina, and Slowing Hex stops Bat Blink, so as long as I just get my combo out on Mina, she's dead. But this Mina was competent, and I was not able to do that once against her. Unlike the Dynamo, who you've seen me get the Slowing Hex Binding Word on many times. I just gotta get the jump on them. As soon as they don't realize that I'm there, they will lose the majority of their HP pool. So here, I'm kind of in a dangerous position. Haze definitely wants to get a little assassination on me, but not before I get my Sinners. I miss my fucking jump, giving Haze time to assassinate me. And look, Bebop grabbed Haze with her hook, with his hook, and then I just get to hit the air vent for free. Things were really going my way this game. I was getting super lucky with a lot of these trades, especially with the Haze getting grabbed by the Bebop. Like, my farm is even with the Haze. She's not, like, totally destroying me or anything, but she's also not totally getting destroyed by me. Here I have 1600, so I don't really want to do anything crazy with Geist and Victor yet. I just want to get Bullet Resist Shredder, which is great for my damage output, especially since I have my 4.8k investment. I see Mina over here, and I haven't fought her yet, so I don't know her power, but there is when I saw that she had debuff remover, which sucks. So here she does contest me clearing the wave, so she's going for her love bites BS, and yeah, I out-damage her a little bit, but she does still do a lot of damage. The only reason I had so much health just now was because of the minion heal, and I couldn't really do my combo on her because she was going to just teleport away. Oh shit, my taskbar, sorry about that, guys. So in the meantime, I'm kind of just taking Sinners and waiting for something to happen. As I'm taking the double Sinners here, I go back to the wave to help Victor out, and then I take the Sinners on our side, then I take their Sinners, and it seems like after I do that, Haze tries to jump me once I go back down to the Sinners on our side. It's just like me rotating around the map taking Sinners, which seemed to be good for my farm. Not the best. 7 still had more souls. But yeah, here's Haze trying to jump me, and then she just instantly leaves, because I guess she's learned her lesson from trying to jump me in the past with Viscous following up, and then Victor following up, and whoever else pulled up at the time. So yeah, she sleep daggers me and then leaves. And then I finish the Sinners, which is nice. Then I go for the cultist, then I go for the double Sinners here as a fight goes on the Victor, but I'm not joining that fight. I need to buy. I've got 4.8k, and yeah, Victor unfortunately dies. I maybe should have joined him, but if I died in that fight, I would have given him 1.4k souls, which I'm just not trying to do. So I kind of let them duke it out. I go for hollow points and compress cooldown so that I can get a 4.8k vitality investment going, which is nice. And so now that I have that, I'm ready to join Geist on yellow, but I don't think we end up committing to this push. There aren't enough people exposed on the map, and we're actually down 1, so it wouldn't be the best idea. So I back off and just try to take camps. I try to get a good vantage point on the Bebop, but he knows I'm there. I think he saw me, so I'm just out. I'm out. I'm ready to contest this urn. Unfortunately, I have to fight Mina, who's just got more souls and damage than me, so I can't, yeah, and then I got ulted, double ulted by Mina and Dynamo, and Haze. So they used 3 of their ults on me. At least Lash didn't use his ult. They don't have any ults, and they're all on yellow, so they're definitely getting the urn, no doubt. Geist was just pushed up there, like, outnumbered. But thankfully enough, Viscous and 7 took that opportunity to push the fuck out of yellow and take it down in seconds. So now we have a walker up on them. They are pushing yellow right now, but as you will see, it's a push that gets heavily contested. I make my way in, I see Haze out of position, so I Slowing Hex and Binding Word her. Paige steals my fucking kill, so I'm mad at her, like, temporarily there, but then I see my next opportunity. Bebop has got no HP, I'm just gunning him down, and he's dead. It's all about being able to find people who are not in the right spot and just jump in their asses, like this Shiv. Dead. As soon as I hit that Slowing Hex, he couldn't use Slice and Dice anymore. So, because of that, he just got assassinated in a matter of seconds. So, it's all about counter-initiation as Warden. We just got 2 walkers for their 1 walker push and soul urn, and they couldn't even get the yellow walker off of that, or the blue walker, which was exposed for some time. Now that we're fighting on blue, man, my teammates were just so good this match. They're all fighting on blue and killing them. Lash died, and, I mean, the fight still seems to be pretty active over there, but I'm going back to base because I need to buy items and heal. Victor's covering yellow. They're still fighting on blue, which is a little risky. After that blue fight, I think they all die and they go mid, and I decide that I'm actually just going to solo green for a while and get really fed. So I just stick around on green, solo it. You can see me taking the waves and the camps and stuff. Now they have rejuves, and I have to defend the walker after, like, about 5 minutes of just farming straight on green. And now that I'm done clearing the wave, Haze goes for her assassination shit again. And then Lash shows up, but then I see the static charge on her, so I'm like, now's my chance. I gun her down, she's dead. Lash goes for an ult that gets cancelled by Paige's ult. It's insane how good my team was this game. Just insane. Paige was on blue when she did that. It was just such a clutch ult, and as Lash tries to run away, he's just getting slowed down, he's off his cooldowns, he's dead. Haze doesn't have a rejuve. It seemed like we took away other rejuves on the blue lane, and Mina's really deep, while Dynamo and Shiv are soloed out by Viscous. I waste my Slowing Hex on Dynamo. Could have used it on her, but she did still have debuff remover, so it wouldn't have mattered. And then she just bat blinks away. Mina escapes, as she always does, and here I am, kind of trying to find her. I wanted to go down into the sewer tunnels there to jump her ass, but it didn't end up working out. I couldn't really find her, so they're duking it out. Unfortunately, Geist gets jumped, but I find Bebop turning the opposite direction, and I just promptly gun him and flask him down. Then I get free melees on this Haze as she's getting static charge. Just not a good game for this Haze. Not a good game at all. Great game for the Mina, though, who's probably mauling at her teammates. The Shiv, what is he doing back here? Why isn't he in the base already? I don't know, but he's dead for it. And I'm happy that we're able to just get so many plays off of the enemy team making big mistakes. Dynamo ults me and Mina actually follows up, so I'm down to like 1 HP, but Dynamo stays in a bad position. I see Shiv get Captivating Readed, and I have enough speed for a slide, so he's dead, but Lash ults me. I ult just in case he goes for a ground slam on me. I really didn't want to die there, so I did end up wasting my ult, but it's okay. I'm alive, and so is Geist and Victor and Viscus just respawned. I can grab this bridge buff and go back to farming Hela, and that is exactly what I do until the next fight, which is here. So I'm teleporting back to the shop to get Frenzy, I think. No, I already have Frenzy. I'm gonna get Blood Tribute for more movement speed and Spirit Resist, and then Headhunter. Now my Spirit Resist is really good, and Spirit damage is huge this game. Lash didn't know I was there, so he gets Slowing Hexed and Flasked, and that's the end of that. Goodbye, Lash. I did have to reload, which was awkward, but he still dies. And then Bebop goes for the back, but I get it first. And now I'm just gonna run around and make sure that I can find somebody out of position instead of fighting these bad fights. But then I remember that they don't have a walker, so I'm like, fuck it. Mina uses her debuff reducer, or remover, and then I get grabbed by Bebop, so it's time for me to go in. Really, I should have been focusing Mina here, but I focused Bebop instead. But if I focused Mina, he would have died, and unfortunately, I did not have enough health to survive the Shiv execute, which is a shame. I was really close. I should have full backed after I killed Bebop, because I was grabbed and thrown into a bad position, but the ult after getting grabbed was pretty funny since Bebop died after that, so Bebop actually grabbed me and then died for it. Never grab a Warden again, Bebop, I'm telling you. And now my team is just duking it out at the base, and yeah, I mean, it goes really well for them. My team did great, and eventually they kind of just win. So after the Patron gets knocked, Shiv, like, insta-dies. See Patron going down, so the respawn timers aren't as bad as they look. See? 15 and 10. Mina's gonna be back soon. But then Shiv fucking dies, so yeah, this Shiv was just kind of feeding the whole game, unfortunately. And now that Shiv is dead, I can chase Haze down, and she cannot escape. And that's the game right there. I mean, Dynamo does jump in and ults me again, but it's fine. He dies for it, as always. Every time he's gone for an ult on me, he's died. My teammates are so good. And now Seven can just ult in the pit and take them all out. It's just Bebop and Mina. They can't really do anything, so... Yep, GG. Like the guys said, very well done by my team. I mean, every single one of us was just being a really good team player and like working together and doing our shit, which was very nice. I mean, we weren't really even using Mike that much either. Like when we used Mike, it was just to like glaze each other, like, damn, Viscus, good job, or like, nice Seven, or we'll just like point out that somebody was in a bad position kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, great team, great game. I'm feeling the Christmas spirit in Deadlock right now. I hope you guys are too. I'll be back with another video tomorrow.